This video because this is why I don't go on theme park rides. You don't see me on roller coasters. You don't see me running around on banana boat rides because at any given moment, so many of them can snap. And this particular video of these people in Saudi Arabia where this ride snapped whilst they were up and they came basically crashing down. Luckily, they weren't that far from the ground, and there are multiple reports of injuries for a lot of these passengers who went on this ride. Now, I can imagine that, you know, because they've all survived, that they can easily sue and make a quick buck from this moment. But this is why I don't go on theme park rides. Now you know. Hey guys, it's Rob Morali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video, guys. So, did somebody say Ellen DeGeneres allegations once again? It looks like all of this is waking up. I don't know about you, but this woman loves to run around and move around countries. Her moving to the UK to escape Trump, I'm not buying any of that. I'm so sorry. She has enough wealth to be fine, but it looks like there are new allegations that are hitting the surface where a comedian, Adam Carolla, has made very harsh claims about Ellen and the working conditions during her long-running Epiness talk show. The 61-year-old host recorded his experience on the show. Oh, Ellen's show. People were scared, and I knew they were scared. I was just sitting in my dressing room, and their segment producer came in, and he went, all right, so we went all over the stuff we're going to talk about you. You know, Christmas vacation or whatever it was. Carolla said that he was asked if he was going to talk about meat or beef or anything like that during his appearance. While he said he wouldn't be discussing those topics, the segment producer still came back, right before he went on the show to once again tell him not to discuss about meat or beef. The comedian then had a feeling about the producer claiming this guy's scared to death. Carolla explained that later on in the day, he spoke to someone who wrote for the show and signed an NDA, and when Carolla asked the writer how Ellen was, they allegedly called her the worst person in history. Not the worst person I've worked with, but the worst person I've ever met in my entire life. He also compared his experience on Ellen's show to the atmosphere of Jimmy Kimmel and Jay Leno's, claiming the staff on those sets were laid back because the hosts were very nice. She's not a nice person at all, he continued to claim. Everyone was scared of her, which means that she's a mean girl. She's not going to be mean to me. I'm a guest on the show, right? I wouldn't know if it from my exchanges. I would know it from her staff and how her staff cower from her. So allegations about her surfaced in 2020, 2021, and that obviously led to her departure of the show and her running to the Cotswold and coming to the UK, and apparently she's even eyeing any kind of spots here in the UK for her to do something. It became a huge car crash for her, the ending of her career so soon because she was a mean girl and because she had one guest on the show, which basically started it all, where she claimed that she never was invited to Ellen's party, and from then so many people came forward and out with these conversations. So these are new allegations, but once again about her working conditions and that how she is a secret mean girl. So when there were old tweets of her resurfacing in regards to P. Diddy and in regards to the fact that she has a specific nickname for him, some kind of like baby kind of weird kind of name or something like that, and that the only reason she has that name for him is because they have some kind of intimate relationship, I thought that this woman is definitely evil, because the way that she presents herself, you would never expect her to be a mean girl from the way that she speaks to a guest. She's chill, she's quiet, she's small, she's not loud spoken, but for people to state that she is the worst person that they've ever met, staff are cowering around her, it must mean that she has some kind of devilish mean girl energy behind the scenes. And so therefore her relationship with Diddy to me is definitely twisted and demonic, especially knowing what that industry even, you know, stands on. I would definitely believe that she was up to something with Diddy, one of many celebrities doing things with this man in these freak-offs, so etc. I 100% believe it, 110%. I'm so sorry, I'm not naive when it comes to this industry. I might overthink, I might overjump to conclusions, sure, but I do think that she definitely has something to do with whatever the hell he was doing, considering her old tweets with him came out. Now, it's not good news for Sharpe, guys. Yesterday he was fired from ESPN, but today he is facing another lawsuit. He's been sued for 20 million, guys. In court documents obtained by the US Sun, the woman Jimalita Tillman is suing Sharpe, as well as Nightcap host Chad Ochocinco, and the podcast production company as well, Shay Media, coming for all three. The woman claims the host knowingly propagated a false narrative about her marital status in court papers. He just settled with a 50 million lawsuit with a different woman, and he was just fired from ESPN. And in Tillman's complaint, she explained that on April 2nd, 2025, I participated in a fan engagement moment at an Usher Raymond concert, where I interacted with the artist as a selected audience member. It went viral. And in that moment, basically, the defendants made and disseminated false and defamatory statements suggesting that I was married and that my husband was filing for divorce due to my participation. But I'm not married, nor am I going through a divorce. I was not married at the time, and the defendants' false narratives were shared widely across multiple platforms, and it basically hurt me and my public reputation. The woman, who was a global director for the Harold Washington Cultural Center, said she even went on a national media show to refute the allegations from the ESPN First Take. So, to be honest with you, she continues, the defendants continued to post the defamatory content across their platforms. I made numerous efforts to contact the defendants to request them remove this, but they disregarded me. The single mother added that the false statements have caused significant harm to my character and my reputation. Their continued dissemination of these false statements after I publicly clarified my marital status demonstrates a reckless disregard for the truth. Run her money. I'm so sorry, because you lot wanted to say, you know what, give that first girl her money, you know, with regards to what happened with Shannon Sharpe. So run this woman her money as well, especially when she continuously told these people, take this stuff down. When you are online and you're talking about stuff, you can't just run your mouth about anyone and everything so boldly, because you will face legal claims coming your way, especially when she even reached out to them amicably to say, take this stuff down, please. It's damaging my reputation. And I remember this woman, I remember when she went viral, if someone's asking you to take something down, take it down. Otherwise, you are going to face legal repercussions. He is now facing a 20 million lawsuit, defamation lawsuit from this woman. She also clearly knows about what she's going through because of the job that she also has. So she's very clued up in regards to her lawyers in where she stands, and she has a good case fighting this. So Shannon Sharpe, it's not looking good for you. You should have taken those videos down, these allegations that you made that her husband left her when she wasn't even married. The woman was not even going through a divorce. So like, why are people just making up lies like this so boldly about somebody? Because it's not going to work for you. I'm so sorry. Like, it's not going to work for you. It will just go left, and you're facing now a 20 million lawsuit after you were just fired from ESPN. Oh Lord. Justin Timberlake, guys, has come out today to announce that he has Lyme disease, and this has gone viral. This is the biggest story of the day. After he just finished his 73 million tour, there were videos of him basically dancing and people were laughing, saying he lost his touch. Well, he's come forward to say that, you know, this is what he's been diagnosed with, and he's got these really serious health issues of Lyme disease. It can be relentless mentally and physically, and he says it's clarified so much of the pain that he felt whilst he was performing. So condolences and prayers in regards to Lyme disease, because I believe there are other people who have dealt with that, like Justin Bieber, Avril Lavigne, Shania Twain. Multiple people have dealt with Lyme disease, and it is very debilitating. It's awful. And so this is very intense for this man, and it definitely does explain his lackluster performances recently on the stage that have gone viral over the past couple of years. Now, you guys remember the whole Shawn Kingston saga where him and his mother were basically scamming, and the mother's basically been sentenced to jail and his sentencing is about to come through? Well, there's even more bad news for him, guys. This man is beefing with his lawyer so much that his lawyer now officially wants out from even defending him. It's a wrap. And my guess is because Shawn is pissed. Robert Rosenblatt, who was repping Kingston in his federal fraud case, is trying to distance himself from the singer after their attorney-client relationship crashed and burnt. The drama's been bubbling for months, but now Rosenblatt is officially begging the judge to let him walk away from the case, claiming things between him and Kingston are so bad, they're basically on opposite teams. They do not even speak to each other anymore, and they basically are pissed. Rosenblatt first tried to ditch him back in May, but the court blocked him. Now he's back with receipts saying the relationship is toast because Kingston doesn't trust him and has accused him of leaking information to a local journalist, where Rosenblatt said that this never happened at all and this basically needs to stop and I want to get out of this. My thing is this: I do believe that this relationship went down the drain because Shawn Kingston is being sentenced. He lost the case. The lawyer didn't do what he was meant to do, and Shawn wanted to win this despite the fact that Shawn and his mother were basically crooks in his fraud situation. And now, for the fact that the lawyer got blocked from the judge by the first time is crazy. All this man wants to do is leave the case, and the judge is blocking him from doing so. Their attorney-client relationship has gone down the drain and completely dissolved. This is putting Shawn Kingston in a far worse position than he was before. So, yeah, not really sure what this man's going to do. Who's going to have to represent him or even fight for an appeal, because this man clearly is going to jail. If there's somebody who was at a great peak in their career that has damaged everything and done a 180 because of their actions, it's Shawn Kingston. It's Shawn Kingston for sure. You can't even say Diddy because the man beat Rico. Shawn Kingston is going to jail. His mother is going to jail. His lawyer doesn't want anything to do with him. And he's gone clearly broke because he was doing all this fraud stuff. This man has completely foiled his career and ruined everything for himself. When you had so many good bops, so many good songs back in the day, and he could have continued or even used that money for investments or something, he basically ruined his own life. Let Shawn Kingston's life be an example. Focus. Stay focused at all times because you never know what could take place. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe, guys. That's all you guys have to do. I would really appreciate it if you just click that button and subscribe. Join Marauder Nation, become a Marauder over here. Everybody is welcomed. Click that button, send a tip if you guys wish to. It goes a long way, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.